Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm wishing a very happy Diwali. Please have a safe Diwali this time around. Today's video is a very special video. I am going to share one of my picks from each area of personal finance. This will give you an idea as to how to go about execution and also help you, focus on things that matter. So what I'm going to share today, I'm going to share one health insurance, which is my one of the best picks that I have, one term insurance, one mutual fund for long term investing, one mutual fund for emergency fund, one credit card that I absolutely love, and lastly one gadget that I think everyone should have. So let's get started. Firstly, we will start with health insurance. So the best health insurance right now, which is the most value for money product and covers absolutely all the essentials of health insurance, is the Niva Bupa Reassure product. I personally believe that this is one of the best products out there right now. What's happening is these guys are going to increase their premiums by I think 10 or 15% from 1st January. So what I would suggest is, if you're looking for a health insurance, please do it now and try to pay the premiums for 3 years. So you will also not only get the benefit of the reduced premiums as of today, you will also get some discounts on second and third year premium. I have done a detailed video on health insurance wherein I have covered the basics that one must focus on while buying a health insurance. So I'm sharing that link in the description box below. But let me also run you through what you should ensure when you are buying a health insurance, right? Just make sure that there is no co-payment, make sure that there are no room rent limits and ICU limits, make sure that you have a lower waiting period on pre-existing diseases, and make sure that you have a higher pre and post waiting period. If you can ensure these smaller things, then your health insurance claims will be very good. One last thing is that there is a concept of consumables which is not covered generally in health insurance, and you should have to buy it separately. So what you have to do is you try to have that add-on also. It's available in Niva Bupa. It's called Safeguard. You should definitely look at that. Now let's move on to term insurance. So term insurance, guys, people generally see and ask for which is the best term insurance. There is no concept of best term insurance, right? Because term insurance product is a pure risk product. If a death happens, you get the payout. Otherwise, nothing, right? So what should you do is you should focus on finding the cheapest term insurance out there from a well capitalized company, right? So find a company which is been in existence for 10-15 years and have been in the business for 10-15 years at least, and then compare the premiums and go for the cheapest. Do not add any riders. Riders are generally should be purchased separately. Say if you want an accident rider or a critical illness rider, just go and buy a separate policy. That's more advisable because you get a more comprehensive product for the simplest reason. And a couple of things to note in term insurance is that do not buy it beyond the age of 60-65, which is your retirement age, and you will get maximum of 25 times of your annual cover as your health term insurance. So again, I've done another detailed video. I'm sharing the link in the description below. Definitely check it out. It will help you buy the right term insurance. Now let's move on and find the best emergency fund. Okay, so emergency fund, it's again, if you go out and look out on social media, or if you do a Google search, you'll be told that put your emergency funds in a savings bank account or put it in for example, a liquid fund. But the problem with these things that these are all these investments or all these instruments are lose value over time because of inflation, right? So if you put your money in a savings bank account, you are earning 3.5-4%, but inflation is 7 to 8% right now. So ultimately your money loses value. So what I do personally is I keep 1 to 2 months of money in a savings bank account in a fixed deposit, and over and above that I park it in a conservative hybrid funds. So conservative hybrid funds, what happens, 75% is invested in debt instruments and balance is invested in a mix of equity, REITs and so on, right? So figure out which is a good conservative hybrid fund. I personally like the Parak Parik conservative hybrid fund, which makes sense. Or you could also look at equity savings fund, which is a similar category, debt hybrid fund. So ultimately the idea is that the equity exposure should be below 25% in the fund, because an emergency is not going to come tomorrow, right? Because even if it comes tomorrow, you can withdraw the money. It's not going to fluctuate way too much, and if it does not come, it's not going to come in 3 to 5 years. I hope it never comes for you, right? If it never comes for you, then you may never need this money. So at least this money should grow with inflation, right? So that's the whole idea here. Next would be the my one favorite credit card pick, right? So let me grab my wallet and show you the card. It will be, so it's the American Express membership rewards credit card, which I have. And this is one of my favorite cards because anybody, almost any salaried person can get this card, and the benefits are immense in this card. So you get what? What do you get? So you get 1,000 points as a bonus points when you spend 1,500 rupees 4 times in a month, and another 1,000 points if you spend a cumulative of 20,000 rupees in a month. So the good thing is that when you spend up to 6,000 rupees, the reward rate is almost 10%. So I've done a detailed video on this. The first year fee is around 1,000 or 1,500 rupees, and second year onwards it's a little bit higher, which gets waived by 50% if you spend 90,000 in a calendar year, and 100% if you spend 1,50,000 in a calendar year. So if you are someone who loves to travel or someone who loves to stay in hotels, it's a great card because you can use these points to transfer to airlines and hotels for traveling and hotel stays. So definitely look at this. I have two of such cards. One is for myself and one is for my wife. See, we have two of such cards, so we maximize the benefits in this. I have done a detailed video on this card also. I'm sharing the link here and in the description box below. You should definitely check it out. Now let's move on to the next pick, which would be the retirement fund. So retirement fund, again, for retirement, I think you should definitely focus on equity as your go-to instrument, because of a simple reason that equity is the only asset class that gives returns and that beats inflation over the longer term, right? So the whole idea is that your money should be able to grow at a rate higher than inflation. If it's not happening, then what's the point of investing, right? So now, which fund category should you select? My pick would be a flexi cap category, because flexi cap, as the name suggests, is flexible. It allows the fund manager to invest across caps, across market caps, large cap, small cap, and mid cap. So you should definitely check it out. I have a major allocation in flexi cap funds. There are lots of flexi cap funds out there. I'll take some names: Parag Parikh flexi cap fund, White Oak flexi cap fund, UTI flexi cap fund, Motilal Oswal. Almost all fund houses have a flexi cap fund. What I would suggest you to do as an exercise is compare the past returns of the fund, understand the mandate of the fund, understand the philosophy of the fund manager of these funds, and then go and pick a fund which suits you. Once you have picked a fund, please do not look at the returns on a 1 year, 3 year basis. Continue to invest. Okay, even if you earn 1% less or 1% more, it will not matter. What matters is how much money you accumulate over the long term, right? Because that's what is going to help you in your retirement. Returns will not matter. So until you accumulate 1 crore rupees, any sort number of returns will not impact your portfolio much. Say for example, if you have only 10 lakh rupees invested, 1% return will not matter too much. But if you have 1 crore rupees or 5 crore rupees invested, then 1% return will also matter a lot, because 1% on 1 crore is 1 lakh rupees, and 1% on 5 crores is 5 lakh rupees, right? So always focus on first creating a bigger capital base, and after that chase returns. Chasing returns has to come after a point, right? Not in the initial years. So initial years, just focus on accumulation. Jitna ikatha kar sakte ho, kar lo. Okay. Now let's move on to the favorite gadget. Okay. So the favorite gadget would be the Amazon Kindle. So there are lots of varieties of Kindle. I have the Kindle Oasis. It's a bit expensive, but it helps because you can use the buttons to rotate the page. So I don't really have to use two hands. I just use it like this and I click on the buttons to turn the pages, right? And it's also the bigger screen that helps, and also easy to type on this to take notes, right? But there are lots of varieties of Kindles available on Amazon. There is also a sale going on right now, so you should definitely check it out. I'm sharing some links in the description box below. So definitely check it out and let me know what you think. So folks, I hope you like this video. If you have any special Diwali pick of yours that you want to share with me, do not forget to comment and tell me. Have a safe Diwali again. Share this video with your friends and family members. I hope they also have some takeaways from this. Until the next video, take care.